And so we know that prayer, when it's broken down from the Hebrew, it means that we are in covenant with El to speak the strong word of the Father in the earth. And if we look at this word in the Hebrew, it's spelled Tav, Pei, Lamed, Hai. So let's look at that Tav first. Tav is an established covenant. That's one meaning for it in the Hebrew. And when it comes to prayer, we know that prayer is already established. And what I mean by that is that there are rules and there are laws that already govern prayer. So we don't have to make anything up. We don't have to, there's so many things when it comes from religion that you say this and you say that, and it sounds great, but we don't have to make anything up. It's not a discussion. It's not a negotiation. It's not a conversation. What we need to do, those laws that govern prayer as ambassadors, we have to learn that, and it's established for us, right? So that takes us to, let me slow down. It takes us to our next point, pay. Prayer is speaking the Father's will. So when we look at that word pay in the Hebrew, it is to speak. So not only is prayer established, but also when we're looking at this pay, it's telling us that we speak the Father's will back to him. So even the way prayer is designed, we don't have to do anything but learn what prayer is and how it works and apply it so that we can have effective and powerful prayer lives. Okay, that takes us to our next letter, which is the Lamed. And if you look at Lamed in the Hebrew, it has several meanings, but it can mean to control our spiritual authority. And when we're talking about prayer, that spiritual authority, we have that spiritual authority to petition the kingdom of heaven. We have that authority to speak the Father's word back to him so that things can be done in the earth through us, right? And so this is just coming from just looking at prayer in the Hebrew. And then we have last, which is our high, which is to reveal. And so the Father will reveal things to us through prayer from heaven. Okay. And so I don't know about y'all, but when I think about this, I get really excited. And one thing that I do want to mention is that, and Dr. Renee said it when she taught it, so definitely go back and watch. But the thing about covenant is that covenant has a weaker part. And when I think about that, the Father has made a covenant with us. And for one, that's just amazing in itself. But also, if we just think about what a covenant is, and a covenant has two parts. And with the covenant, it is with a covenant, both parts agree to certain terms. And so both parties, well, I guess I could say that both parties keep their end of the bargain. They agree to it. And the thing is that as ambassadors, see, we are always emptying ourselves out. We are always putting ourselves in position so that the Father can do things through us. And that is so powerful, just understanding what covenant is, to be in covenant with the Father and how we can pray and get things done in the earth. See, we don't have to live in this earth wondering what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. Once we understand who we are and whose we are, and we apply those principles, we can be effective in prayer. But the thing is that we have to pray. We have to pray the Father's word back to him. See, the Father is in heaven and he's not coming down here to get things done. He's doing it through us, and we do that through prayer.